One major thing that I've learned at this age is it's not always as bad as you think. You know, when you're like 18, 19, 20, you stress about everything. And it's like, oh God, this is so terrible. It's really not that bad. There are people who are in hospital beds who get told by a doctor, hey, you have 5 days to live. And those people make the best out of the situation and live their life to the fullest. So it's really not all that bad. Next thing that I've learned, you can't trust everybody. That friend that you're putting all your eggs in their basket, yeah, you better take about 6, 7, 8 of them out because they ain't gonna hatch. And if they do, they're gonna hatch hippopotamuses and you're not gonna like what you get. Don't put all your trust in everybody. I'm not saying don't trust anybody at all, but know who you can trust. There's a lot of shady stuff that goes on out there. You'll see what I'm talking about. Hit me up when you're like 28. And you'll be like, oh my God, Chris Brown, you were right about everything. And I'm like, I told you. I told you. Also, make sure you take care of yourself. Not just as a person in your own body, but mentally as well. People don't talk about it a lot, but mental health is important. You don't want to always be kind of living in this sort of parallel universe in your own head. So take time for your own mental health. If you need a break, take a break. It's not a big deal. But yes, also take care of your physical health. Don't eat everything in the world. Cheeseburgers are not your friend. As you can see here. Y'all check with me in like 6 months to a year and see what I look like. You know, Operation Make Christopher Allen Great Again is underway. But yeah, take care of yourself through and through. Relationship-wise, stop bouncing from relationship to relationship. Just stop doing that. Take time to love yourself. If you just got out of a breakup, just be broke up. Just love yourself. Don't, rush to think of, oh my God, who do I have to date next? Who do I have to find next? I used to think, and I feel like people still struggle with this, that being alone means being lonely. Doesn't mean that. Being alone saved me and saved my confidence. I used to be so self-conscious about all kinds of things. It's like, oh, I'm the nerdy kid. Nobody will ever want me. I'm Steve Urkel and not Stefan. Watch me work. Did I do that? Stefan. Okay, so what? It's the great value version. No big deal. Whatever. You get my points. All right? But learn to love yourself, because once you really just take, and it's different times for different people. I took about 2.5-ish years, kind of did my own thing. I had a hoe phase. It happens. If you're in a hoe phase, be strong about it. Just live it safely. Condoms are a thing, but love yourself. Don't worry about chasing the next boyfriend or the next girlfriend, because guys, we do it too. And I think you'll be really surprised about the way that you come out on the other side. You'll come out a much better person. What else have I learned? Don't rush. Don't rush anything. Especially when it comes to, just let things happen naturally. So often we have this tendency to want to chase a fairy tale. We see Disney has messed us up. Like, I think that's what, I think that's why they're out here remaking all these daggone movies. They're trying to keep us conditioned. I don't know, maybe that's just a conspiracy theory. But don't rush things, because the Disney movies are exactly what they are. They're Disney movies. You're not gonna be like a Pocahontas and John Smith. Relationships take work. Magical fairies don't come in and give you all this romance, and just because it feels like it's a fairy tale doesn't mean that it is. The butterflies, they're not supposed to last forever. Okay? It's a newness thing. You get a new PlayStation, you feel good about it. What happens in 3 months? You're not playing it like you used to. But you still love it. You still care for it. Think about that. It doesn't always have to be sunshine and rainbows for it to work. Are you getting back in here? You got some advice? This cat don't know nothing. What else do I know? Gray hairs mean wisdom and lots of stress, but you know, you can, they got there's just for men for that. So don't stress that too much. There is not a rule book for life. I will leave you with that one. There is no rule book for life. You can practice and practice and practice all you want, but things happen the way they happen. You can be perfect and everything falls apart, or you can be completely flawed and everything works out, and you're like, how in the world did that happen? That couple that you know, and you're like, how do they stay together? Like all they do is fight all the time. Yeah, they fight, but through the fights, they're learning more and more about each other and about themselves. And I'd be willing to bet that they're using that information and that knowledge and that growth to help each other be better people, and that's what propels their relationship. Perfection isn't always what it's cracked up to be. Behind a smile typically is a lot of pain that's unaddressed, and you don't want to let that be out there. So make sure you never ever forget that. And that's the things that I've learned in this life. Let me know what you've learned in your life. Comment down below and let us know. And also make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Click that bell, all notifications, so that you never miss any content like this. Me being ridiculous on YouTube with a cat. Are you still there? With a cat who decides whether he wants to be a star or not. Just trying to make you great. Trying to help you. He's going to be famous anyway. He knows.